Students, next we discuss about motion under gravity. Okay. Motion under gravity. What is gravity? What is gravity? Gravity is provided by the planets or stars. Simply said, any mass objects produce gravity. Okay, it is discussed later gravitation chapter also. Okay. Now, what is motion under gravity? In this one, we discussed about or we study the motion of the object under the influence of gravitational force of the earth. Gravitational force of the earth. How did they behave under the gravity? For example, an object is moved freely, that is released freely from certain height above the earth. What happened? Then that object will freely falling from that height and reaches to ground. Okay, so free fall object having some equations of motion, and in case we have to take another object, it is projected vertically upward, then it is also moves motion under gravity. That is, free fall object is under the gravity and vertically projected object is under the gravity, and an object through certain angle above the ground is also motion under gravity. That is discussed in next chapter, and in this chapter we discussed only freely falling objects and vertically projected objects. Okay, so and once we discussed about another property of the earth, that is acceleration of the earth. This is called acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. This is represented by small g and its value 9.8 meter per second square or 980 centimeter per second square. This is in SI units and this is in CGS units. 9.8 meter per second square or 980 centimeter per second square. So, what is acceleration due to gravity? In case we have to take an object, it is freely falling from certain height h and reaches the ground. Now, the initial velocity of the object becomes 0. Now, it moves towards the earth surface, its velocity will be increases. This increasing velocity provide acceleration. So, this acceleration is provided due to earth. So, in this situation, acceleration provided on the object is A is equal to Z. Okay, so object is freely falling from certain height, then acceleration due to gravity A is equal to plus g, because of velocity will be increases. Velocity increases, we already tells about this, velocity increases, acceleration becomes positive. Okay, so this is free fall object or freely falling object. Freely falling object. In case vertically projected object, vertically projected object, what is their acceleration? In case an object project vertically upward, but its initial velocity u is becomes some value, that is also we say u. Now its final velocity is becomes 0 because of it is at rest position, and again it will move downward. Then at this time, that is also called freely falling object. That's why first of all, vertical projected object initial velocity u equal to u, and final velocity becomes 0, that is its move upward from the ground, then its velocity decrease, and finally it becomes 0. So decreasing velocity provide acceleration becomes negative, which is minus g. So decreasing acceleration is also called negative acceleration, is also called deceleration, is also called deacceleration. So in this situation, this A is provide minus g, that is earth will be attracts downward. Due to earth, it will be attracts downward, then its velocity finally becomes 0. This acceleration, that is the earth acceleration, is in freely falling body is taken as positive, in vertically projected body we taken as negative. Very important point. In freely falling body case, A equal to plus g, in vertical projected body case A equal to minus g. In freely falling, V final velocity is also V is there. Okay, simply said, an object thrown with some initial velocity u equal to u above the ground, then it reaches to maximum height, final velocity is 0, and it will be returned into the same through the earth, and in this position its initial velocity is 0, but final velocity v equal to v. But we say that this v equal to u for this time. You have to project with velocity u, then it reaches with the same velocity v. So that's why we have to write v equal to u. Similarly, this position also v equal to u. Okay, so very important points are there. There are 3 points, 1, 2, 3. Okay, students. And next we discuss about equations of motion for this objects, that is freely falling object and vertically projected object. And we gravitation, due to earth surface gravity will be provided. This is briefly discussed in our some later chapters. Okay, gravitation chapter. Okay, students.